السلام تباركت يا ذا الجلال والإكرام. اللهم أعني على ذكرك وشكرك وحسن له الملك وله الحمد وهو على كل شيء ولا معطي لما منعت ولا نعبد إلا إياه. لا إله إلا الله مخلص. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Those of you who came a little belated to Salah, you notice the sisters are with us in the same floor behind the glass doors because the microphone is not working properly and they don't hear upstairs. So they have, alhamdulillah, to come downstairs to hear Salah and to hear the Dars. Bismillah walhamdulillah wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa alihi wa sahbihi wa man walah. Allahumma taqabbal minna salatana. Allahumma tahhir qulubana. Allahumma iftah masami'a qulubina li dhikrik. Ya Allah, please accept our salah from us. Ya Allah, purge our hearts. Ya Allah, open the hearing channels of our hearts to your dhikr. Of what we recited tonight from Surah Al-Ankabut, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at one point, after describing the encounter in the hereafter and the results of punishment and reward, He says subhanahu wa ta'ala, Ya ibadiya alladhina amanu inna ardi wasi'ah fa iyaya fa'budun. Ya ibadi, O my ibad who have believed. Ya ibadi alladhina amanu. My earth, my land, my space, my earth is expansive with an A-N, is wide. فَإِيَّايَ فَاعْبُدُونَ, and therefore me shall you worship. فَإِيَّايَ فَاعْبُدُونَ. In other words, the earth of Allah Azza wa Jalla is vast, is wide, and we are meant to have the freedom in this earth to serve Him Azza wa Jal, to worship Him Azza wa Jal, to be His ibad subhanahu wa ta'ala. And therefore, wherever you can find that freedom, be there in order to fulfill the purpose for which I have created you, to fulfill ubudiyyah to me. Ardi wasi'ah. If you cannot do it here, move where you can do it. If you cannot do it there, move where you can do it. As long as you can move, of course, in this earth, in this land of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, فَإِيَّايَ فَاعْبُدُونَ. In other words, where I find my freedom to be abd of Allah Azza wa Jal, to worship Allah Azza wa Jal, that's where I should be. In other words, hijrah, moving from one place to one place, is for the purpose to be free in my ubudiyyah to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wherever that is accomplished, that's where I should be, regardless where that place is. And therefore, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, when he was in Medina, after they performed hijrah from Mecca and all the different places of Arabia to join Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam in Medina, which then was obligatory. And after that, and after the conquest of Mecca, one person, a Bedouin, came and asked him in a rough way, Ya Rasulullah, al-hijratu ilayk, haythu ma kunt, أو إلى بلد خاص أو لقوم خاصة أم إذا مت انقطعت. I was asking him about this concept of hijrah. How and when and to whom and with whom, or is it specific, or is it when you die it stops? He answered sallallahu alayhi wa sallam in one narration, الهجرة أن تهجر الفواحش ما ظهر منها وما بطن وتقيم الصلاة وتؤتي الزكاة فأنت مهاجر. End of quote. رواه أحمد والبزار والطبراني and others رحمهم الله تعالى. Replied to the person, he said sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, which means hijrah أن تهجر الفواحش. Hijrah is you move away from fawahish, that is inside of you, from excesses, all sorts of excesses, especially defined in the Quran and in the Sunnah and so on, to keep away from al-fawahish. All sorts of excesses. That's why zina, adultery, sexual relationships outside the norms of a valid contract of marriage is called fahisha, because it's excess. It's not balanced. It's not right. It's abuse. It's excessive. So he says, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, that you move away, you perform hijrah and tahajjur, you leave behind you, you desert al-fawahish, excesses, external and internal. Internal inside of us, those drives of excesses inside of us, and the way we act outside by using our hands or our eyes or our tongues in our external relationships. All excesses, we keep away from them, and internal excesses of emotions, of feelings, of drives, all sorts of excesses, like kibr, like riya, like ghurur, like hiqd, like hasad, like ghil, like khida'. All of these are excesses. You keep away from that, and you perform salah, and you establish zakah, and he said, and you are a muhajir. This is hijrah. يا عبادي إن أرضي واسعة فإياي فاعبدون. الإمام الهيثمي رحمه الله تعالى, great scholar of hadith and of fiqh, يبوب لهذا الحديث, the title of the chapter in which he included this hadith is called إقامة الدين حيثما كنت. The establishment of deen wherever one is, with these conditions that were established by Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And in one narration he said, al-hijratu an tuqim as-salah wa tu'ti az-zakah fa anta muhajir wa in mitta fil hadrami. Wa in mitta fil hadrami. Al-hadrami ardun fi al-yamama fi dhalika az-zaman. And where is al-Yamama? Al-Yamama in the Arabian Peninsula, with the land, that land was the land of which person? If you remember your history of Sirah, an infamous person. No. Huh? Who? Musaylim al-Kadhab. Yeah. The liar Musaylima, who said he was a prophet, and there were people who followed him wal-'iyadhu billah in that land that was then kufr wal-'iyadhu billah. So he said to him sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, you perform salah, you establish zakah, and you are a muhajir even if you died in that land. When you lived and died in that land, but that's what you were. If in the environment I have the freedom, the essence of hijrah, of migration, is to have the ability, the capacity and the freedom to establish one's deen, to perform salah and zakah and so on, and to keep away from that which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala detests, of vices and of wrong and of immorality and so on. So if I do that, alhamdulillah, and I'm doing that, and I'm striving to do that, I am a muhajir. And who said that? Al-Habib Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam himself said that. And that's, subhanAllah, that's part of the sa'ah and the wisdom of the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or the shar of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wherever you are, you do that and you are a muhajir. And don't listen to anything and anyone who says otherwise. This is what your Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said. This is what the ulama of this ummah rahimahullah ta'ala, even of old, had established of rules from such a hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. But pay attention, those are the conditions. An ahjura, that I desert inside of me and outside of me, willingly and alhamdulillah voluntarily, all excesses, and I strive to do that, and I perform salah and I establish zakah, and I'm a muhajir. And that means a hijrah is a condition of struggle, is a condition, continuous condition of struggle, because we are always attracted and tempted by that which wants us to violate the virtues of our deen, to indulge in haram, to indulge in excesses of all sorts. And some of us, wal'iyad billah, and some human beings, in order to justify the drives of the base nafs to indulge in haram and in excesses, we say God doesn't exist. And only some human beings are really fools to say that simply so that we don't think there is any norm against that. Because when we do something and somehow we know that there is a value against it, if there is something inside of us of consciousness, we feel bad, right? Though we do it. So, but some people don't want to feel bad, don't want to feel guilty, so they remove that which makes them remember to be guilty. It doesn't exist. So God doesn't exist for some people, not because they are convinced He doesn't exist, but because it justifies to them what they do. And Allah says that in the Quran, by the way. At the end of what we have recited, فإذا ركبوا في الفلك دعوا الله مخلصين له الدين فلما نجاهم إلى البر إذا هم يشركون ليكفروا بما آتيناهم وليتمتعوا فسوف يعلمون. People commit shirk and kufr and deny all the bounties and favors of Allah Azza wa Jal, and they do that, Allah says, لِيَكْفُرُوا بِمَا آتَيْنَاهُمْ. In other words, so that they do not feel the responsibility to be grateful and responsible for the favors they have, because if you have favors, what do you have to do? Shukr. We have to show gratefulness, and gratefulness is by heart, by words, and by action. But when we don't feel there is any reason why we should do that, then some of us, it's good. And some of us deny the Creator so that we don't feel the guilt of responsibility of thanking Allah for the favors we have. Second, وَلْيَتَمَتَّعُوا, and to enjoy themselves. In life, how people hang out and get drunk and have sex and this and that. Free, يتمتع, and of course you don't want, and they don't want, to be told that you are committing something immoral, that you are violating norms, that you are hurting yourself and others. That makes them feel uncomfortable at least, and maybe guilty. So not to feel uncomfortable and guilty, what are you talking about? There is no God. There is no divine law. There are no messengers from God. Subconsciously, it is only to justify what we do and to enjoy and continue to rejoice in this libertine, uncontrolled, animalistic way of enjoying ourselves. We don't want rules, because rules make us feel responsible, and we don't want responsibility. So we deny rules. And how do we deny rules? We deny the maker of rules. خلاص. الهجرة أن نهجر الفواحش ما ظهر منها وما بطن. Hijrah is to perform hijrah away in our hearts and in our deeds and in our words, away from that which is excessive, that which is abusive, that which is beyond balance and beyond scale and beyond the norms. نسأل الله العلي القدير أن يحفظنا وإياكم في طاعته. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the most exalted, the most able, to protect us in His obedience subhanahu wa ta'ala, and to help us live a noble, dignified life in true freedom and in true happiness, and that we help others see this true freedom and this true happiness بإذنه عز وجل. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته.